All right, carpet cleaning world. Take 3 for Nathaniel Calhoun. Because he is only acting up because they don't want you to know when duty calls. Now we're gonna get through this, and if y'all get irritated, I'll give you your money back. Oops, I forgot. You didn't pay nothing. So that's okay. You can enjoy it because Nate got some good stuff to tell you. So, like I started before, because we're gonna get through this. Nate, please tell us some more about your cousin out in California that you started with and how you a third generation. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me let you tell your own business. Go ahead, brother. I got my popcorn. You got to be kidding me. Nate, Nate, you got to be kidding me right now. Mm. Nick, all right. Nate, if you can hear me, try to refresh your screen. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're just trying to get this rolling for you. If you can see me tonight, waiting for good old Nathan to come back in, we're going to get this rolling if we can. I'm going to give Nate a call right now, and we're going to see if we can get this show going. Nate, can you hear me? We got bad reception all over the place. And that's the phone. Going to get this going. All right. Hang with us, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, here he is. All right. There we go. Let me see if I can bring
What
you
you
in.
done did, man?
It wasn't me.
Huh?
You was talking. I was talking, and then there we go. All right, you moving around and everything now. So why don't you talk to us, Nate? That's what I'm saying. See, that's a good hearted brother. You see how he just started dancing? Because we're not gonna get upset. You know why? Because he gonna tell you why duty calls. Talk to us, Nate. Talk to us.
Hey, man, like anything else, life gonna happen, man. Things gonna happen. What's the point of getting mad at something you don't have no control over? You know,
That's right.
but I want to know where I get one of them. Dion, I know you watching. I want one of them shirts, bruh. I know you. I know you saw that. I know you saw that video I posted with all that piss and stuff I put inside it. I got out of that carpet last week. I need one of them shirts, bro. But anyway, man, I appreciate brothers like you with this format, man. And that's what it's all about, man. Having fun,
Right.
taking care of your family. Uh, like I told you earlier, this is what we do.
Right.
We clean carpet. That's not who we are. you know, and that's why. And you told me that you was like, well, that's why I got you in front of, got to use the picture in front of the plane because I was like, wow, this brother here on something different, you know, and that's what we try to do, you know, from the name to the clothes, and you just gonna eat that popcorn right in front of me like that.
It's to make Calhoun show. This is to make Calhoun show.
But
Oh.
we want to be something different besides the fact that it's important to do good work, and we believe in that. We believe in being educated, you know, and hard work pays off, man. You got to get out there and grind it out, you know, especially in the beginning. You know, I know in my videos I tell a lot of people, you know, you may not, especially the new guys, you know, you can't identify you, or you may not identify with Courtney or a Chandler, you know, or Mark Seger, or even you know, because, you know, you just starting out, you know, you've been doing this for almost 30 years.
Yeah.
You know, Courtney been doing this, you know, for almost, you know, 20 some years. Chad, these guys been doing it. Chad, you know, they've been doing this long time. So you can't even compare your situation to their situation, you know, because what you looking at is longevity, a lot of mistakes, you know, battle scars and all the other stuff. So, you know, so when they, you know, when guys like you, vets, y'all get in there talking about, hey, you know, I'm charging $40, $50 a room and be serious about it, you know, versus, you know, and you're a new guy coming in and saying, oh man, I can't do that. You gotta, as they say, LeVar Ball say, know your role. You know, everybody gotta have you gotta have your battle scars, and you guys have time, and so that's what a lot of people, especially the new guys coming in this game, you know, gotta have time. You know, you gotta put your time in, and what is that? You know, that's getting out there, marketing to the right customer. You know, we all don't have. I know I didn't. I don't. You know, I'm a boy from Compton, California. I don't have no. I ain't had no silver spoon, $100,000, $200,000 in trust fund or in somebody backing me. So what do when you ain't got no money? You know, you get out there and you make your own. You know, make your own flyers. Look at this here. I wanted to show this to your people. When I first started, these are my own homemade. When you ain't got no money. When you got no money, this is what you make. You make these right here. These are homemade flyers. You see that? These are homemade flyers that I made up myself when I first started.
But wait. Do you got the 3 holes in it like
Well, I got my whole book. I got a whole book of it, bro. You know, and you see that? I got a whole book. And I don't know if you can read this, but it says this promotional prices are good until April 30th, 2010. You know what I'm saying? And I want you to look at, and I was a low ball carpet cleaner with that. Look at these prices. I want you to see that price on there. Look at that. One room, one bedroom, which is 2 areas.
Wow.
$45 for 2 areas. You know, because in California, a 1 bedroom is considered, you know, you're talking about a 1 bedroom apartment. So you're talking about the 1 bedroom plus your living room, dining area, you know, which could be 3 areas. $45. You know, I was a low ball carpet cleaner at that point in time. I was trying to get my name out there, and I had a portable. You know, that's why you got a brother that's in your group that's out there, Landis. You know, he has a portable. And shout out to all the brothers out there. They got the portables. You know, we all started with portables. Now I don't know nobody who hadn't started with a portable. I know I did. You know, I got a few dollars from my parents and everything, and you know, I was able to pay off some bills, and then out of that little bit of money I had left over, I invested in and started Duty Calls carpet cleaning. You know, I started that little bit of money. With that little bit of money I had I still got my portable. You know, and the name of my portable is Maximus from the movie Gladiator. And I still got Maximus. Still see out there in the garage. Maximus has been from California, Compton, California, all the way up to North Dakota. You know, Williston, North Dakota. That thing has seen some terrain just like I have. You know, now it's back here. You know, it's a semi-retired mode sitting in my garage right now. I still use it. Still works phenomenally. It has a slight leak in it, but I mainly only use it to do upholstery and like cars or whatnot. But if I need to pull it out and use it, guess what? I fill him up and he gonna do what he do. You know, so and when I had these right here, these flyers, and I was going door to door, passing them flyers out, you know, I had Maximus sitting downstairs, you know, waiting, hoping that somebody gonna call me, and you know, and these are the types of things that you do early on. You know, these are your quote unquote battle scars, and that thing weighed. Hell, that thing probably weigh about a good 100 pounds or better with no water in it. You know, try toting that thing up 3 flights of stairs, you know, with the wand, and that was before they had the upright portables that you can put the wand attached on to it. That, you know, back then they didn't have those things, you know, and I did that, you know, and then you know, this is just my story. Like I said, I did a video, you know, these are my growing pains. We all went through them, you know, back then. And again, that was 2000, and I started my business, Duty Calls Carpet Cleaning, started that in 2009. You know, and I made these flyers up myself, and I passed them out myself. I have my business cards. Let me see if I got a business card. I have my business cards around here, and anyway, I had those around here, and
well, let me ask you a question.
Yes, sir.
While you looking for the card before this thing goes squirrely again.
Yes, sir.
I really like the name of your company. You know,
okay.
When I named my company BioClean, I had in my mind I wanted to sell to people that had clean carpet. So how do you sell to people that's carpet? They say my carpet's not dirty. Well, still got germs no matter what. So we get the germs out with the dirt, BioClean. But now, when I thought about your name for the last week now, when duty calls, man, you got to be kidding me right now. When duty calls, think about it. When that dog go to the bathroom in the carpet, where Joey run through the house with blood because he's leaking because he cut his arm outside. Right. Now you go through the phone book, or rather you go through Google. You see you see Stanley Steamer. You see Johnny Carpet Cleaning. You see Green Clean. But then you see when duty calls. Oh, wait a minute. It's just the fact, not even that it makes sense to them. It's just so different. It's just so, you got Johnny's Carpet Cleaning, you got Stanley Steamer, you got another steamers. You got all these steam cleaning, but then you got a whole different look when duty calls. I even like your cousin's name. I know you just kind of sketched over it, but you said the name of his company was Survival Carpet Clean.
Yeah.
Because if you spending a whole Saturday cleaning some carpet and you not getting nowhere, and the customer's just not getting nowhere, so they said, you know what? The heck with this. Let me go to Google and see what they got. You got Stanley Steamer again. You out there in California, you got Residue Res, or something zero in the res, or whatever y'all got out there. Something with the res and zeros or something y'all got. And then y'all, we don't got that nonsense up here. But the thing is, then you got you got Survival Carpet Cleaning. Wait a minute. Duty calls. You got in Arkansas. Now you back in Compton, California, or whatever you said. And now you got survival. Because see, in Compton, I know. See, I'm from the East Coast, so when I think of Compton, I know it's different now because my old lady from Compton originally, and
Okay.
she said, "Rod, it's not like that no more. That boys in the hood thing, that them played out. That's not." But see, when you're talking to a 46-year-old man, I'm thinking Ice Cube getting ready to shoot them boys on the street. Talking about turn your punk behind over. I'm thinking of Compton. Crenshaw,
Well,
whatever. Let me stop talking. I offend somebody. Look, I ain't never been to Crenshaw. I ain't never been to Compton. I love everybody. I don't got no problem with y'all. I'm just talking about a movie that
right.
they made that's from the East Coast that don't know. That's what we know about y'all. And y'all can
Right.
say, well, wait a minute, we watch New York movies. Okay. Yeah, you walk
Right.
down the street in New York, you might get shot or popped just like I'm just saying. But anyway, survival carpet cleaning. That's huge. Duty
Yeah.
calls. Like y'all put some thought behind it. Tell us how you came up with duty call, brother.
Well, to be honest with you, man, I really just prayed about that, man. It was just I wanted to start a business because I never been one to be able to follow the crowd. I never was able. I never was good at politicking. When I worked for people, I always would get into it with people, regardless if I was doing a horrible job or if I was doing a great job. I always had some form of issue going on. That's why I started my own, went out and started working for myself. And so I remember during that time, I was going through a divorce, and I was praying because my ex-wife was telling me it was a bad idea. I shouldn't have did it. Blah blah blah. And so I remember that was just a saying that I always had was saying at the time. Duty calls. I just always say that. And so one day I just woke up and I had prayed about it for a while, and then that was the name. I had wrote it out because I have when you starting off from scratch creating something, you have a notepad with ideas and all these things, and so I had a looking at my notepad with a bunch of stuff, all these different ideas, and duty calls was circled on my notepad out of all the names and out of all the things that I had came up with and wrote down. The only thing that was circled was duty calls, and so I said, and I just woke up, and Lloyd said, "That's your name right there," and that was it.
No. You know what? Now I'm gonna get serious. I know I like to keep it light, but you know what, Nathan, what you just said backed up both of my last two Friday night Roger Lloyd insights. What
Mm-hmm.
you just said, I told these guys, if anybody's watching this that watched my videos last Friday night, I just told you you need four things to run any business. Number
Mm-hmm.
one, you have to be a dreamer. You got to
Mm-hmm.
dream it. He just told you. He just said it. He everything in his life after divorce and all. I've been there too, brother. You good? Listen, you said what? When duty called. So you had the dream, but then you just said it again. Then you had to think about it. You had to put it down on paper. The second thing you must be when you're a business owner, not just a carpet cleaner, a business owner.
Mm-hmm.
You have to be a visionary. You have to be a
Mm-hmm.
thinker. That's two. That's two of what he just told you. He told me, dreamt it up. He thought about it. But now the next thing is you have to make a story about it. He just told you his story. The last thing of the four that you have to be is a leader. Well, we already see he a leader because he's running duty calls. When duty calls. And that's different. He told you the dream. He thought about it. He just told you the story behind it. Now he's just marching his people right into victory with duty calls in Arkansas. Man, I'm proud to know you. I'm glad that you told your story. You just confirmed everything without saying the words I said, but you just said it. Now, but wait, and I'm gonna let Nathaniel tell y'all about this. Now, you see the hat on his head, but that's not where he stopped at. I want him to tell you about the wristbands. I want him to tell you about the socks. Oh, man, are you kidding me right now? This brother didn't even stop there. He got some shoes that say, when duty calls. Talk to it. It ain't about carpet cleaning. It's not about cleaning nothing. If you're a business owner, you run a business. You work on your business so you can work in your business. He can clean carpets whenever he wants. But when he go to the store in the mall and the man say, hey, that's duty call right there. They're advertising. Right. It's all about advertising. He ain't talking about car. Yes, he wants you to call duty calls to get your carpets clean, but he's not talking about that with shoes, socks, wristbands, hats, and the logo. Look at the logo. The logo is hot. All right, go ahead, brother. It's your show. Go ahead.
But no, you good. Well, see, growing up in Compton in the '80s, that's La La Land. That's Hollywood. Everybody there, is always trying to sell themselves. You always trying to promote yourself in whatever it is that you're doing. You want to put yourself out there as the best, or you want to be looked upon, or you want to quote unquote have your shine. So one of the neighborhood dope dealers that I used to just live on the corner. I talk to him all the time. Lenny. Lenny had he had the 4-finger rings and the Turkish ropes and he had all of this jewelry, all this stuff. And he what he told me? And I probably was about 9 years old. He said, man, all this stuff here, it don't mean nothing. He said he called them fiends at the time. He said, these fiends see me with all this, and this here attracts them to me. This lets them know that I got product. That's what he told me, and so and he actually was the one who actually got me to start my first business. I think I was 10 years old, washing cars. I was washing cars in the neighborhood, and then I had two guys working for me. I think I was about 10 or 11 years old, and he the one that got me to into an entrepreneurial frame of mind. Now, in regard to selling dope and nothing like that, my daddy was worse than James Evans. He wasn't having that. You know what I'm saying? Pops drove a bus for 26 years, and he was well respected. Feared no man on the block. It didn't make a difference who you were, what you sold, what set you were from. You ain't gonna mess with his. You ain't gonna mess with nothing in his yard. You ain't gonna mess with none of his family members. He was well respected like that. And so the fear of him laying them hands on me kept me away from the dope game, But yes. Lenny was an entrepreneur. He didn't just sell drugs. He sold,
a brand.
Right. And he was, and that's what I'm getting at. He sold jewelry. He sold, the stuff that people stole to get the dope. He sold that. School clothes. I mean, he sold all kinds of stuff at his house. And that's what got me thinking outside of the box. That's what he always used to say. Don't be like everybody else. That was his saying. Don't be like everybody else. And so when we started Duty Calls, I didn't have the funds and the resources at that time. And like I said, I got on my hustle. I was a lowball carpet cleaner. And then we went through the divorce. And then subsequently, I left California. That's how I ended up in Arkansas, because I had to hit the reset button. And that's just life. And so I went up to North Dakota. And now my story didn't name turn. So I went up North Dakota, worked in the oil field for 2 years, got my money right. And then, but I always knew I wanted to come back to Arkansas and run my business here. So once I got my money right, I started figuring out ways of how I'm going to market my company. How am I? Nobody know who Duty Calls is. So when you open up when you go on the internet, I was about to say the phone books. Like, you already know how old school I am with that. But when you open up, when you look on the internet or whatnot, and you're looking at all these different companies, like you say, everybody got these names, and then you look at their logos. Everybody got the man with the wine or whatever the hell that thing is. He trying to hold a ring with something on the back, whatever it is. They got that, or they got some type of wand, a vacuum cleaner handle, whatever it is. People all got pretty much the same type of representation of their business, and so that was one of the first things that I looked at and addressed when I first got started revamping Duty Calls. I was like, well, I don't want my logo, nor do I want my business cards looking like anyone else's. I want people to look at my logo and my brand and everything. I want them to look at what I got going on and be like, man, that's a carpet cleaning company? Wow, that's crazy right there, And I can't tell you how many jobs I didn't got just off of my logo alone. People look at my logo and they look at me, like you said, they like my name and they look at the logo. And I've gotten a lot of work based off of just that. Now, the logo that you see now, this is new. This is revamped. And so this is many, 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 many man hours of searching and balling up paper and looking at other logos and incorporating one thing and into another thing and I called my cousin up, who's a designer, and we worked on this for well over a month continuously. And then once we got it together, Courtney did a video the other day about colors. Well, I wanted my color scheme to be artsy. I wanted to be classic and neat and clean. So that's how we came up with my color scheme. Now, my color scheme is really just black. So like I can show you so like these are my socks. Okay, these are my new these are one of my socks. So these are my socks, and so my socks, these are black, like my and this gray and blue. This is my color scheme. I have my card with my card around here. I have my card around here, but I wanted to show you my business cards. Yeah, well, anyway, I don't know where my business card at. They fell on the ground. I don't know where they are. Anyway, but these are my white socks. Okay, but you can see gray. You can see the DC. The L portion is gray. The C portion is blue, and that's kind of my those are that's my color scheme. And then on my tags, so these are my custom woven tags. These are my custom woven tags right here, and so these go on my clothes that I get when they come in. So you can see this is how it's supposed to look like. And so I wanted it to look I wanted to wear my own clothes. I wanted to brand my own. This is my business, and I wanted to have it a brand. So I wanted to look like a brand. So when I go out somewhere, you'll see me with my hat on. I don't have to wear other designers' clothing. I can wear my own clothing, And so, like you said, I wear my hats. I got my shirt. Here go another hat I got right here. These are like my golf hats. I wanted my clothes and I wanted my things to look like a clothing brand. If that makes any sense. I wanted to look clean. I wanted to be able to come home, take a shower, get cleaned up, get my hair cut, shave, all that, and take my wife out somewhere, take my kids out somewhere, and put on my own clothes or logo and make it look like it looks like a complete outfit, And that was the whole purpose of that. And so when I was up in North Dakota, what you see now, this was 2 years ago. this is 2 years of manifestation right here, what you're seeing right now. So, so I wanted, we came up with the design, and Mariah, go give me one of my business cards out of the drawer, please. And so we wanted to come up with something that was clean and nice and nice to look like, and then you say you wanted to see the shoes. So these are the shoes.
Turn them sideways.
These are the Huaraches. These are the Huarache edition duty call.
Wait. Right. See, right there. Now tell me, guys, that's the hottest thing since shoestrings right there. Now you tell me right there that this brother, you're in the mind right now of a marketing genius. Now, it's kind of hurtful for me to call somebody else a marketing genius. But God, no, man. Like you and I gonna be talking, man. This man right here, he is not talking about carpet cleaning. He's not talking about what type of wine he has. He hasn't mentioned what type of truck mount he has. He hasn't mentioned how much he charged to clean a room of carpet. What he told you and got you so excited, just like me, is everything that I have been trying to teach you for the last 2 years. Branding, branding, branding. When the man comes home, he washes and cleanses himself. He redresses to take his family out. He is still representing duty calls from his head down to his feet. Literally, from his head down to his feet. Right now, you are in the mind of a marketing genius. Look, if you guys not look, this is why we had so many technical problems, because the devil didn't want you to hear this. This is what's going to make your business. I'm not thinking about duty calls, carpet cleaning. I want to wear socks. I want to wear Huarache sneakers. I'm gonna get one of them golf hats. You best believe I know how to get to Arkansas. My buddy live out in Arkansas. I'm going out.
I see you one. I see you, Roger. I see you one. I send it to you. So this is what we give our customers. This is what we give our customers when we finish. When we finish these here, customers. Most of our customers, they have kids, and so we'll give like the customers. I'll usually give like two. I give one white one black one, and if they ask for some more, I get more of those. Now these here, I think I get like 500. I get 500 in each of these for like $200. For the both 250, 250 for 1,000 of these bands right here. That's not a whole lot of money. My bag. This is my bag. Everything I wanted to do, I wanted to have a quality. I do got some of these coming in. Now the new bags I got coming in has the USB chargers on them, and so I got 6 kids. So my kids, my kids that go to school, they're going to be wearing. They're going to be having my bag with the logo on it, with the USB on there, so they can kind of get that out there, so they can see what we got going on. This is my brand. This is my coat. I wear this every day, or when it's not hot. So this is my coat.
Wow.
Now, I wanted to make sure that I have my logo was small and clean, like a regular, like a regular designer shirt coat that you would normally get at a Macy's or Dillard's or something like that. And my wife, I was telling you, so like you said, marketing. Now my wife she's a nurse, and so my wife, she wears this on her. Now I got some scrubs made up for her. Some duty call. I got some duty call scrubs. These are her scrubs that she wear with the logo on it. Her pants. These are her pants that she wear. Again, you can see her scrub pants. and tags on there, with the logo on it. Lab coat. She has the duty calls on her lab coat as well. So we just wanted to, and when we went, we want to just have good quality things to represent us when we go out. We want people to look at what we have on, and because we do take pride on how we look. That's another thing in regards to when you marketing your business. The appearance of it is just as good, is just as important as the quality of work. You can do the best. You can have the best work, do the best work, but if you raggedy looking, you may not even get in the door because you ain't looking a certain way. Your appearance means a lot. So we went and we took a lot of thought. There was a lot of things that a lot of thought, a lot of planning went into this. And I didn't even get into my sweats, my sweats and stuff. Because I have a distributor. So everything that you guys saw these was my tests. These was my samples. I'm not looking to sell anything. That was another thing. I'm not looking to sell anything. I'm just looking more so just to represent my business. So when people see me around town, eventually we will get a couple of billboards up around, placed out. When people see the logo, I want people to identify the logo with what we do, more or less. Just like Stanley Steamer, when you see a big yellow van, it doesn't even necessarily have to have any writing on the side of it. But if you see a yellow van coming down the street, your immediate thought is Stanley Steamer. Whether it got any writing on it or not, that's Stanley Steamer over here. Well, that was the reason why. Or UPS, you see a big brown truck driving down the street, well, you automatically associate this big brown commercial vehicle with UPS or whoever it is, so that's just basically what we're doing. Even our vans, our vans is marketing. I purposely went out and bought, I have a 91 E40 Counterline E350. And the reason why I wanted that was because that van is slightly longer than what they currently have now. That was the 91. After the 91, they kind of shortened. They shortened the XL a little bit. And so the reason why I wanted that particular van was because I'm standing in line with the name Duty Calls. Well, I saw this ridiculous van at SEMA in Vegas. I'm a big car guy. And I saw this van at SEMA, same type of van, lifted. 91, had a 5-inch lift on there, had the Safari off-road tires on there, and it had the Line-X. That was my first introduction to Line-X. And it was all the way around the whole outside of the vehicle, Line-X. And it was like an off-road tactical vehicle. And I looked at that thing and I fell in love with it, and I was like, man, look at that thing there, I said, that's my van right there. When I saw that van, I said, that's a Duty Calls van right there. And the reason why I chose that van, because that van looked like nothing on the road. It's a box. It's boxy, but it's long. But then once you put it together the way it's put together, well, I can, I don't have an issue with the ProMaster. I know that's the new, everybody's going with the ProMasters and me personally, I don't particularly like the ProMasters. I just never liked that style of van, and there's nothing wrong with that. If that's what you choose, that's what you choose. Me personally, I'd rather have I'm an old car guy. So, I'm going to take a 57 Chevy Bel Air convertible over a Bentley every single day of the week. I'm going to take a fully restored 57 Chevy convertible every day. I prefer an older vehicle. I'm an old car guy. So that's just my preference. And so when you look at my van that's coming, we in the process of getting it together. Well, you're gonna see all these ProMasters, and you'll see all these other Chevy vans. We put all these vans together. Everybody got beautiful wraps on them and whatnot, and we see them all side by side, or put them in a circle or whatnot. And you're going around, you're looking at all these vehicles, and then here it is. You see this sinister looking 91 Ford Econoline sitting up above everybody else, looking like it could. And if you hook it up with that big 460 motor up in there, it'll snatch the front end off of everything out there. Well, that van right there automatically just looked different. Not saying that it run better or anything. The appearance of it is just different. And that's always been my thing. I want to be different from everyone else. I don't want to be like you. I don't want to be like you. I want to be like me. So when everything that we do is everything is thought out. Everything is well. I just told my wife I'm gonna get that Eagle 6x6. That Eagle, it's a military Eagle 6x6. It's an old medic. It's like an old supply medic diesel truck, and I'm actually thinking about changing that over to that because of the size and whatnot. And it's 6 wheels. Now my wife said it's kind of big, but she said, "Where you gonna park that at?" I said, "Well, hey, when you got 400 feet of hose, you can park that anywhere you want to park it." But it's all about. But at the end of the day, it's all about perception and appearance. That's. And when you're attracting quality customers, they expect a certain level of. It's just a certain look. When you attracting those and you marketing to those type of people, you don't roll up into the house, with a pickup truck with 4 donut tires on there, and a portable that's too strong for the outlets, and you blowing out the outlets throughout the house. And then you got a bar of water that no, that's not the customer for that. So that's basically what we do here, and that's our mindset here. We just want to do things a little different and stand out amongst everybody else.
I got to tell you, man. Listen, I've had a lot of big names in the industry in this show right now, the Carpet Cleaning World Revolution show. But I'm gonna be honest with you. Chad Mays, Nathaniel Calhoun, you two have given the carpet cleaning world not just something where, oh yeah, you can screw a ball in, or you need this type of blower, or you need that. What you guys have gave to this show, I can't thank you and Chad Mays enough, because all you're talking about is from here. You have taught the carpet cleaning world in this very show, this very video, that the way you can grow your business is by branding yourself. You don't, when you go into a grocery store, there's just so much more that you can add on to what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't even get to the sweats and things yet. So I could only imagine. That's next show, because we're going to do this all over again. But what I'm saying to you, you and Chad Mays single-handedly have changed my thought process on how I'm going to do the Revolution show. See, we have to think about the word revolution. I know I did when I started this. Yeah, me and Courtney can get on here and we can talk all day long. Yeah, we all know on YouTube. But listen, it's you guys that are out there on the front line every day just knocking them down. Like you just said to the guys that are new to the industry. Yeah, why you guys don't have the money from what Nathaniel just told you, you don't, if you're only working with a portable, so be it. Get you some t-shirts from Vistaprint. Just get on a computer, make a design. That's what he did. He's telling you what he did. He took some time and he started designing his logo. He didn't just sit here, yeah, okay, he told you about the little Ford 91 truck, but he didn't tell you that until, not Ford, but he didn't tell you that, yeah, you say Eco, yeah, but he didn't tell you about that to the end. He told you how he grew his business. Then, after all that, he started talking about the bells and whistles, but not because he needed them. He told you, he said, I'm going to get a 91 truck and I'm going to make it look good because it's going to be different. He said, well, all you guys got the Pro Masters and the Nissans and da-da-da-da-da. I'm going to be sitting back in the duty call logo down truck with everything down from my head to my socks. I'm pulling up to the same house to give an estimate, and everybody with the Pro Masters and the Nissans doing like this. What he got? What's that? He got his competition worried, and he don't have nothing new, but it's new because it's different. He's branding.
My machine new. My machine is new.
I'm sorry.
I got a Titans. I got the Titans 575. Okay. The only reason why I got that is because we do the hotels, and I needed a dual one setup. Other than that, I wouldn't have. I wouldn't have had such a big machine. But then also too, I probably wouldn't have got the van. Knowing I was going to go with that 575, I needed to have a 1-ton vehicle to support that weight that I was going to put in there. So again, everything was thought out. Now, when you talk about my setup, we 100% self-efficient. What I mean by that is they had a debate going on, or a question was asked about the fresh water tank. Well, I have a 65-gallon fresh water tank. I have the water console. So I have my tank sitting in between the two seats in the front, and for space. And so that my freshwater tank stay full at all times because, like I had commented yesterday, you never know what you may encounter on a job at any given time. You know, you could be using the person water, and this has happened to me in the middle of a job, and the city come out and cut the water off. So right in the middle of a job, city come out there, see you out there working, and they just cut the water off. So so if I didn't have my fresh water filled up, you know, I wouldn't have been able to complete that job. You know, which, yeah, I guess you could say, well, it wasn't my fault. You know, I got to come back. But you know what? You know, just like I know, if I got to come back, it costs money. You know, I got to come back on a job 2 times. You know, I'm touching it 2 times. It's costing me money to come back out here. I can't double charge you. You know, so an old Compton native, Mr. DJ Quick, say if you stay ready, you ain't got to be ready. You know what I'm saying? So that's our motto. You know, so I stay ready. You know, I want to make sure that we can get out there and we can be totally efficient what we're doing out there. Now I'm going to put a generator in my van. That's the next thing we're working on, putting I want to put probably like a 10,000 watt generator, portable generator in there. So that way, if I have to run my portable, I don't have to go to the customers and use the customer's power or whatnot. You just never know what you may encounter when you're out there in the field. So I just want to make sure that we totally prepared when we go out there to do these jobs. I mean, these people paying me good money, and I don't want to have no hiccups when I go out there to do this job. You know, So that's the whole point of that.
You know what, Nathan, man? I want to thank you for everybody or everyone, excuse me, that can't just jump up and thank you right now where you can hear them. But A's stand for applause. And I already see some A's down here already, but it's got to be a lot more. Because what this man just taught you tonight, I want you all to understand something. You could take all the IICRC classes that they offer. I did. I didn't get this kind of education, not even 20 some years ago. What this man is teaching you and is telling you what you can't learn from a book. You can't learn from a manual. You have to hear someone that is living it and doing it. But most of all, what I really appreciate about my guest tonight, he's a thinker, ladies and gentlemen. He's not going to say, "Oh, well, what kind of truck you have?" Okay, 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 okay. Oh, what's your uniform look like? Oh, okay, okay, okay. No, you know what he gonna do? I think he called her Mariah. He gonna make, "Come here, Mariah, baby. Listen, listen. Let's draw some things. Let's sketch some. Let's do that. What this look like, baby? What you think?" And see, the woman, see, she ain't gonna lie to you. She gonna be nice and be like, "I don't know. Let's keep working on." She not gonna let her man have a hat on the top of his head while he on a video right now that look like McDonald's, Ronald McDonald, so like in a plant. See, she not gonna do that. So he's working with the right team, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
This is an honor to listen to this man on the other side of this panel speak, because everything he told you, you can't model that. He is a single truck operator. He is not a carpet cleaner. If he didn't know that already, which I know he did, he's not a carpet cleaner, ladies and gentlemen. He's a single truck operator. You know why? Because he is branding. He buys the trucks and the equipment that is needed for what he needs to get done every day. Not a trend. Not because everybody's buying Hydramasters. Not because everybody's buying Chiefs. But because he needs this unit to do what he needed to do. And on the outside of it, let's be honest, the customers don't know what we working with on the inside.
That's true. That's true.
It's an honor to really have. That's why we had to struggle to make this happen, but we got it done. Because what you did tonight is the same thing Chad Mays did. And now I'm gonna have to stay up late tonight so I can make sure this is up on YouTube. So because I got a whole different segment of people on YouTube that for whatever reason they don't bother with Facebook, and that's okay. That's fine. But you're gonna get some people gonna check you out now. So
Well,
you
I would say this, and to the new people, whenever you are able to afford um, a truck mount, don't neglect the portable. If you guys look at one of my videos I did last week, um, one of my sensors got clogged or whatever. I don't know exactly what happened with it, but my machine cut off on me, and I was and I had 2 rooms left to go, and it wouldn't start back up. So what did I do? I got in the van, pulled out what I had to pull out, and I got my portable out. I always keep a portable in my van because, again, you just never know what may happen out there. You just never know, So I was always taught by my cousin, regardless of the fact that you got this truck mount, and we spend a lot of money on these things, and I know we want to use them, but don't neglect that portable. You want to make sure you keep that portable on your truck. And it was funny. Another thing that you just said about going out. Now I want to go out and buy me a CRB. I want to get one, and I talk to my wife about this all the time, Roger. And so I got this. I got this old Copeland. It's an old Copeland, 175. I think this thing is like a 70. It's like a 74, 75, old school. And that was my very first piece of equipment that I ever bought. So it do have some sentimental value to me. I bought it used. I think I paid like $75 for it. And I even got a screw tack weld on the handle so you to lock it in place. That's my lock handle. It's a good size screw that's tack weld on there. And now I'm in a position now where I can go get these things, but I keep it on there as a reminder as well of where I come from. You look at, it's beautiful. It's nice to have all these nice things and you see where you come from. But this 175 got good, strong torque. I still use it to this day. I only complain about it now when I got to take it off the van. But I bought this thing back in 2009. I put a tank on there. It's still got the same tank on there from 2009. The seals on it is still good, and I still use it. When I go do my hotels, and when we got 13 daycares that we do, and we got to strip and wax those floors once a year. I pull that 175 out. We got 4 guys that work for me when we go out there and do these things. So everybody know that's mine. They call it old school, which is fine. And it's a 17-inch, but that thing got a lot of good torque on it, and it still works. And so, but I keep it around because it really do remind me of where I come from. Like I said, I got all these nice shiny things, and it's nice. And you do get spoiled, when you're using it and then it goes out, and then you kind of start wasting a little bit more time trying to fix it to get it back going versus to then, when you didn't have these things, you learn how to move on a lot quicker. You learn how to, you move on and do what you got to do instead of now you're in here wasting 30 minutes trying to figure out why this thing is not working instead of saying, okay, I'll figure out what's going on with this. I'll deal with this later. Let me finish doing what I got to do. And you just kind of get dependent on it, So I keep that 175 on there. It's all chipped up and got little rust spots on there, but still work good. So I would tell the new guys, you know what? Keep that 175, keep that portable on your truck when you do get that truck mount, and buy the truck mount when you can afford it. There's nothing. I'm gonna say this, and I've never seen anyone talk about this on none of the formats. Buy this stuff when you can afford it. When you first starting off, money is tight. Yeah, you got to figure out how to get these things and obtain these things, but there's nothing worse than going out and getting yourself in debt and then turning around and losing these items that you didn't went out and got yourself in debt to get. They didn't come and take them, and now you back where you started from with the portable that you paid cash for, or the 175 that you paid the cash for. So it doesn't make sense for you to go out and get yourself in a whole lot of debt to try to keep up with certain people. Because like Courtney said, the internet, man, people lie on this every day. This is what people dream. This is kind of somewhat of a dream, so to say. People get to become whoever they want to be. So don't go out there and put yourself in a situation. Men, guys, as men, it's our responsibility to make sure that our households is where it need to be. So why go out and put a strain on your family that you can't handle? Because at the end of the day, you got to feed them before you pay that carpet cleaning man. You got to make sure they eat. And again, there's nothing more demoralizing than losing things. Trust me, I know. I had a man. I had a Mercedes Benz, man. I bought my ex-wife for $500. What did I get her? Anyway, I bought her a R55. That's what it is, a R55 AMG, and I was paying on it. And then when we was going through the divorce, I told her to keep it. I know I told her she can keep it, and she paid for it. Said she didn't want it. Well, she said she didn't want it. I called the Mercedes-Benz dealership up, told them, look, I'm getting a divorce, can't keep it. Within 24 hours. Within 24 hours, Roger.
Whoa.
I'm walking outside to get my water out, and the man already got my car up on the tow truck.
Woo.
So even though I did call them and tell them to come get the car, there's still nothing more demoralizing than to see what you have worked so hard for to have, and then in an instant like that, it's gone away. So don't get yourself put in a situation where you got to have a truck mount. You don't. And also take full advantage of these formats. You got this format here. You got Cleaners Connect. You got Cleaners Union. You got all these different formats on here. Take the information that these guys give you for free and apply it to your business. If it don't apply to you, then it just don't apply to you. Don't use it. But, it's free information. Like he just said, we pay hundreds and thousands of dollars to take these classes for what? I mean, the majority of the people that in this format and all these different cleaning groups, they all say the same thing that we just spent hundreds and thousands of dollars for. They say the same exact thing. The only thing is you ain't got to pay $55 to take a test at the end of the day to get a certification. But I'm a marketing man. Hey, I got some stuff. I can whip up a certificate with Duty Call logo on it. You can send me. You can send me the $45. I'll give you a certificate for $45. But you need to take these information that people give you, man, and apply it to what your situation is. I always watch people business model. And that's what any successful business owner do. They watch and study and research other people's business models that has come before them and see how they done it and see how the people that's doing it the right way, see how people is doing it the wrong way, and then they are able to form their own way or force their own way on how they want to operate their business. And I would tell people that's new, do the same thing. I mean, I'm basically starting over my business. Last year, this time, I was 95% commercial. Now I'm 95% residential because the reason why I changed that is because, commercial, in most cases is not about quality of work. And Duty Calls is a quality of work, quality company. We go about quality, period. And so when you're dealing with hotels and corporations and all that stuff, yeah, Roger just did a hellified job on these carpets. Man, these days I ain't never seen them this clean ever. But Joe Blow over here do it for $10 less.
Right.
So we're gonna go with this guy right here on the next go round. We're gonna see how that work out. And then, now you ain't got that work no more because they price shopping, and then you building your company off of price shoppers. You should never do that because price shoppers will let you down every single time because it's all about price. And when you build your business around that or based off of that, you'll never grow. You'll never grow. You're gonna always stay in that always struggling mode. I gotta beat you. This would be what your motto would be. Oh, you don't need to go over there. I could do it. How much he charge you? Oh, he charging you $100? I do it for $95. Oh, well, how much do you want to pay? What your budget is? How much is your budget? These are the types of lingos that low bottom feeder, low ball carpet cleaners that never grow. This is their terminology. What type of budget are you working with? Well, how much did the last guy charge you? You know, and then they wonder why, you know, they can't afford to get a Tony Dang one at some point, or a Devastator one at some point, or a truck mount at some point. You know, they always got to figure out how to fix their own portable. You know, they put questions up there. How do you guys fix this? And how do you guys fix that? You know, that's counterproductive. You know, you spend a lot of time, trying to figure out a bunch of nothing. You know, that's an old, my great grandmother, Babby, used to say that. Quit trying to waste all our time trying to figure out a bunch of nothing. And that's what a lot of people need to do that, man. So
Nathan Calhoun, man. If they didn't know you before, they know you now.
Well,
I told
I
them.
appreciate it, man. I do appreciate it. You know, like I said, they can check out my videos. We put up videos. I got a bootleg phone, so we got with these 6 kids. So my phone don't let me upload on the spot. So I got to come home, download my videos, and upload them through my laptop. So a lot of times my videos be a day late, or sometimes I be too tired. I don't even upload them at all. But man, I'm never one to not share information. You know, I just speak with Roger throughout the day. You can talk to Dion, so that he'll tell you. These people will tell you. Corey, any of these people, Mike of MG, these people will tell you, man. You can call me up, and if I know the question, if I know it, I tell you. If I don't, I'll tell you. I don't know the answer to that, but let me see who I know who might be able to help you with that. You know, and that's what it's all about. You know, bettering your business. You know, what is it going to benefit me? How's it going to benefit me trying to sabotage your business? You know, I'm trying to sabotage your business, and you 1,500 miles away. How's that going to benefit me?
You know what? Hey, Nate, man, I appreciate you, man. We getting ready to let these guys go because we had a rough start. But we're going to have Nate Calhoun back. I want to tell you, Nate, it's been a pleasure. Like I said, next week, we're going to have another Nate. We're going to have Nate Casey from the Portable Carpet Cleaning Group. So this is a week, the month of the Nates. And we're going to listen to Nate Casey. Oh, my. But you coming back. But we're going to have Nate Casey coming. Oh, yeah, man. You, man. You are not going to be talking. But I want to thank you.
When we finish, call me up, and that way you can send me your info for the hats.
Okay. Yeah, definitely will.
You say you want the socks and stuff. I can send you the.
I'm gonna wear them too. I'm gonna wear them too. They gonna be like, "Where Duty calling?" I'm like, "He in Arkansas, but I'm representing him out here. I'll clean you up out here. But if he come over here, yeah."
Just tell me what color you want, man. I'll send you some.
Mama, I want them black pair. I like them black ones because my white socks get dirty too quick. Listen, everybody, you see what I'm pulling up here, right? If you don't know, now you do.
That's what DIA. I'm telling you, man. I need to see that shirt. Hey, matter of fact, you meeting up with me in Memphis. So when we in Memphis, I want one of them. If you got one in black, hook me up in black. But I need to get one of them Soap Daddy shirts.
That's Soap Daddy. If you guys don't know, one of the hottest pre-sprays out on the market right now is Prime Time. It truly is prime time. You can come to the carpet cleaning world and you can talk to Dion. You can go to Cleaners Connect. You can talk to Dion. You can go to the Carpet Cleaners Union and you can find Dion. I don't want to hear no more. Oh, well, I don't know where the website is. I don't listen. If you don't try it, you don't know. I'm
Right.
telling you, it's a new product on the scene and it's helping us cleaners stack a lot of green. Now you can be Johnny come lately or you can just come on in with us because Dion Winston of the Soap Daddy Corporation has put something out right now that is truly revolutionary. Now, on that note, hey Calhoun, thank you again, brother. I'm telling you, man, it was worth every hour or whatever that we had to wait to get this rolling. And if they listen to what you said tonight, they can really make some differences. But you taught them how to brand. You didn't teach them how to clean. You taught them how to brand to make a life for themselves. We forgot to tell them about the airplane stuff, but that's okay. We're going to tell them. Go ahead.
Well, I'm going to say this real quick, man, before we get out of here. I ain't, without me, I had a lot of support, and so, it ain't just Nate Calhoun, so forth. I'm the front man. You know what I'm saying? My wife, she allows me to do the things that I do. That's my sugar mama. She go out there and she's a nurse. She out there, she working, her 13, 14 hours a day. So I don't have to go out and grovel and have to lower my standards, to get work, So she allows me to do the things that I, up to this point, that I've done. My parents were, they helped me, start this business, financially, you know. So it's a lot of people that have helped me along the way, and that's another thing when you can't forget where you come from and those that have helped you. And so my kids and but even guys like Courtney and Chandler and Mike up there, MG, we talk regularly. I just met this sister, named Stephanie, up in North Carolina. She helped me out. Chad, Mark Sager. It's a whole lot of people that has helped me up to this point to develop into the person that I am now, where I'm at now. So what you guys see is a collage of other people that I just took from. I just took a little this from this person, took from that person, and that's why I be trying to tell you guys. Find models, business models of successful people that you want to be like or emulate. Look at their models and take from their models, and build your own model. And so I just want to thank those people who have helped me, who, I didn't took, like I said, I didn't took from you, but you got to, you have to. So I appreciate the conversation. I appreciate you reaching out, man, and helping us get our name out there. And, and I'm going to continue to do what I do and continue to watch what you do. And if anybody need to get a hold of me, you can hit me up on Facebook or you can call Roger, and Roger points you in my direction. You can call Courtney, Chandler, Mike, any of these guys. You can get a hold of them. They can get a hold of me. Reach out to me, and I'm just like how I'm talking to Roger now. I'm gonna talk to you the same way. Because I put my pants on one leg at a time, just like you do. So, with that being said, I appreciate everybody and God bless everybody, man. Everybody be safe and prosperous.
Yes. Yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Nick Calhoun, A stand for applause. We're gonna shut it down now, cause see, I do got to get up early tomorrow, and I got a commercial job to do. So I'm gonna be a little peaked. Well, the guy's gonna do the work, but I'm gonna still act like I'm awake
Hey,
about it.
I got them Hirachis coming for you, boy.
Man, that's not, and you know I'm gonna rock them too. All right, everyone. Thank you, and to the carpet cleaning world. Thank you, and good night. All
All
right.
right. What you need, baby?